Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of my fitness content. Today, I'm tackling one of the most debated topics in the fitness world. Is push-pull legs the best split for muscle growth? If you've been in the gym for any length of time, you've likely heard of the push-pull leg split. It's one of the most popular and widely adopted training splits for muscle growth. But is it truly the best way to maximize your results? I'm going to break it down today. We're going deep into the science, the pros, the cons, and alternatives to help you figure out if push-pull legs is the right split for you. So grab a pen and paper and let's dive into it. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's make sure we're all on the same page about what push-pull legs actually is. The concept behind push-pull legs is simple, yet highly effective for building muscle. It divides your workout routine into three main movement patterns. The first being push days. These target muscles involved in pushing movements, such as your chest, shoulders, and triceps. On this day, you'll include exercises like bench press, shoulder press, and tricep extensions. Pull days. These focus on muscles involved in pulling movements, like the back and biceps. Key exercises include deadlifts, rows, pull-ups, and bicep curls. Leg days. These focus on lower body muscles, primarily the quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. Exercises like squats, lunges, and leg presses fit into this day. The beauty of this split is its structure and versatility. Whether you're training 3, 4, or 6 days a week, push-pull legs can accommodate your schedule while hitting each muscle group with an appropriate balance of volume and recovery time. But just because a training split is popular doesn't mean it's the best. So let's dig into the science behind muscle growth and see if this split really stands up to the test. Let's go through why the push-pull leg split is a popular option for muscle growth and why so many lifters swear by it. Let's dive deep into the specifics. Optimized training frequency. Research has shown that muscle groups benefit from being trained at least twice a week. That's why the push-pull leg split is awesome, because it allows you to target each muscle group twice a week, having one rest day. Number 2, recovery time between muscle groups. Push-pull legs allows optimal recovery for targeting different muscle groups on different days. For example, after a chest and shoulder push day, you target your back and biceps the following day, allowing the push muscles to rest. This recovery time allows for muscle repair and growth without causing excessive fatigue. Number 3, flexible volume. Depending on your training level, you can adjust your training volume. Beginners may focus on just one session per muscle group per week, while advanced lifters might add extra volume through additional sets or exercises. This flexibility lets you adjust your training as you progress. Number 4, time efficiency. With push-pull legs, you can structure your workout days around compound lifts for maximum muscle gains, while still having the option to add in isolation exercises. This combination allows for both development of strength and size. The ability to train 3 days a week with a full body focus, or up to 6 days a week with a more targeted approach, is perfect for varying schedules. Number 5, it works for different goals. Whether you're focused on building size, improving strength, or simply maintaining fitness, push-pull legs can be modified to meet your needs. If you're a strength athlete, you might focus on heavy compound movements with lower reps. If you're a bodybuilder, you may include more volume and use more moderate to higher rep ranges to create metabolic stress. Now don't get me wrong, no training split is perfect, and while push-pull legs is highly effective for many lifters, there are a few potential drawbacks to consider, so let me touch on those. Number 1, risk of overtraining. As with any high frequency training program, there's a risk of overtraining. Advanced lifters who train at high intensity might find it difficult to recover fully with the PPL split, especially if they're not adjusting their volume or rest periods properly. For advanced lifters, the risk of overtraining and injury increases if the body isn't allowed enough recovery time. Number 2, intense leg days. Leg days, as most of us know, can be extremely taxing. Squats, lunges, and deadlifts hit your lower body hard, and this intensity can carry into your push or pull days. If leg day is particularly brutal, it may impact the performance of your push or pull workouts later in the week. This fatigue could limit your ability to train those upper body muscle groups with the maximum intensity you need. Number 3, requires high consistency. For the push-pull leg split to work effectively, you need to be able to train consistently. Missing a day or two during the weeks can throw off the entire rhythm of the split, as your recovery time and volume per muscle group may get disrupted. Missing workouts may also lead to missed progress, particularly for beginners. And number 4, potential for imbalance in muscle development. Now don't get me wrong, while push-pull legs covers all the major muscle groups, some smaller muscles such as the rotator cuff, hip stabilizers may not get as much focus. If your goal is to prevent imbalances or address certain areas, you may need to add in extra exercises to target these smaller muscle groups. So you might be wondering, is push-pull legs the only way to train? Absolutely not. There are several other splits that might actually be better suited for your specific goals, schedule, or experience level. So let's go over a few. Upper-lower split. This involves splitting your training between upper body and lower body workouts. Typically done for 4 days a week, this split focuses on alternating between upper body exercises one day and then lower body the next. This is a great choice for those who want to train more frequently but don't have the time to dedicate to a full body split every day. A full body split is a full body routine. You train all the major muscle groups in one session, usually 3 times a week. Full body training is ideal for beginners or those who have limited time to train. It's also beneficial for maximizing recovery and frequency, since you're hitting every muscle 3 times a week. The body part split. This is a classic bodybuilding routine where each workout targets 1 or 2 muscle groups. The split is generally used by advanced bodybuilders who train 5 to 6 days a week. It allows for very high volume of each muscle group, but requires a high level of commitment and recovery to avoid overtraining. So, is push-pull legs the best split for muscle growth? It certainly is for many lifters. The push-pull leg split provides the optimal balance of frequency, recovery, and volume. It's easy to adjust, but also scalable. The frequency and recovery time between muscle groups makes it an ideal choice for muscle hypertrophy, especially if you're looking to build muscle while still allowing your body time to recover. However, there are other splits that may suit your preferences better, especially if you're advanced or have specific goals. The key to success in any training program is consistency. Listen to your body and make sure you're subscribed.